Inspector Kev, when you need a fix, get Inspector Kev.
Hey, welcome to the channel. In this episode, we're going to be changing out our fill valve, which is going to be this thing with the red cap on it. And we're just going to take that out as my toilet is constantly overflowing. And I figure out what the problem is. This rubber gasket here is worn away, so it's time for it to be replaced. And I'm just going to replace it with an upgrade version of the fill valve itself. And this is what I'm going to use here. I'm going to use a universal fill valve with a 3-inch flapper, and the flapper is going to be that disc at the bottom of your bowl. However, I will not be replacing the flapper in this episode. So it's going to be either a 2 or 3-inch flapper if you need to replace it. But before you even take it apart, you want to make sure that your water is turned off. And you also want to get a bucket or some towels to put under your toilet bowl, because even when you let the water out of your toilet bowl, there's going to be some water remaining in the bowl that cannot get out of the flapper. But what we're going to do here, we're going to release the first lug, and these should all be hand tightened, so it should be pretty simple to release. But if not, you can use a pair of grip pliers and put some tape on the edges, which I'm going to show you in a second. And the tape on the edges is going to keep you from damaging the plastic. And you're really just going to use enough force just to loosen it. Then you're going to finish rotating it with your hands, because these all should be hand tightened lugs for your toilet bowl, because they're all plastic. So basically I took that, loosened it, and this is why I say you need a bucket or towel below your toilet bowl to catch the water. So basically you're going to pull that out straight up, and you're going to sit this straight back down, and you're going to put it back together in reverse order. And then I'm going to take this tube here, I'm going to connect it, and I'm going to make sure this tube is fitting into my overfill valve. And this keeps your toilet from overflowing. And I'm going to go back later and cut that to make it a little bit shorter, because it's kind of long from my perspective, and it's also recommended to make it a little bit shorter. So I'm just going to let the toilet fill. And when you're letting it fill, make sure there's no leaks at the bottom. Make sure there's no leaks anywhere in your toilet bowl. That way you can make sure your connections are right together. But it looks like everything is good. So I'm going to give it a flush here, and I'll see if it's going to be working back to normal. Oh, yes. So it does work. It feels faster, and it's a little bit quieter. So thanks for tuning in. Until next time.
Inspector Kev, when you need a fix, get Inspector Kev.